Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Keymaster session. I'm Sven, and I've got my good friend from the Down Under,
David Hook.
And today we want to talk about KEMs and P10s and why that is not the case. So, David, why can't I get an encryption cert with an ML-KEM, which is the post-quantum side, using a P10?
Well, actually, that's not quite true, but yeah, the main problem with PKC, it's not quite true now, rather.
Yeah.
The main problem with PKCS10, of course, is that it relies on your ability to generate a signature with the key. And KEM keys cannot be used for generating signatures. That really, in a nutshell, is the difficulty with PKCS10.
Which was a complete paradigm shift from RSA, which could be dual purpose like that.
Yeah, and also elliptic curve, for that matter. So, we've kind of been in this luxury environment where all the popular algorithms, ML-KEM obviously is another example of an encryption algorithm that can't generate a signature, could be used to generate signatures and either used for key agreement or generating ciphertext. So,
yeah, where does that leave us now then?
So there's a couple of options, although there's a new recent option which has just come out for PKCS10, which I'll get to in a minute. But the two traditional ways of approaching this problem have been through CRMF, where there's a protocol called CERT-ENCA, where you do proof of possession by sending the CA sends an encrypted version of the certificate back to the requesting client, and then the requesting client basically decrypts the certificate and then sends back a hash of it, which proves that they've actually got the private key.
So the proof of possession, which we've done over CMP, I've tested with you before.
Yep. And there's an additional protocol also under CRMF CMP, which is a challenge response one, where instead of sending an encrypted certificate, what you do is you send a challenge to the client first. They send back the decrypted response. And if the response matches your challenge, then you know that they've actually got the private key, and then you can safely send them the certificate. So the reason these are both now in Bouncy Castle, although the first one's actually already in the current release. The second one's actually in a beta that we published a couple of days ago.
Oh, so is that 182.3 or is it 183 for the beta?
It'll be 183.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, something to look forward to.
Yeah, I know, it never stops. But the handy thing about the challenge response protocol is if you're trying to do something like maintain a public certificate transparency log,
CT log, yeah,
you can get issues with. You could possibly get an issue if you send somebody an encrypted certificate, and they never send you back the certificate response, but then go, I've got a certificate and it's not the certificate transparency log. You're not doing it properly.
That'd be bad, yes.
Yeah, it'd be annoying. So whether people would use one or the other, I think depends on whether it's worth them supporting the extra messages for the challenge response. The handy thing about the CERT-ENCA approach is it's still quite stateless.
Yeah.
Because you're basically relying on the fact that they're going to decrypt the certificate. You can treat it more or less as you would a signing certificate, just that you send it encrypted. The other thing, though, which has just been published is, I think it's RSA 9885. It was a bit risky trying to come up with a number like that when it's only a couple of days old. But anyway, it's on basically a private key attribute, private key possession attribute, which has been provided for PKCS10 now. Originally, this was targeting, I think in general, it's just targeting use in SMIME, but I think it will have other applications as well.
It'll be much more versatile.
Yeah.
Especially for user certs, I would think, too, after we talked about it here.
Yeah. So it actually is designed to fit in with PKCS10. And in that case, basically, it's a situation where you've actually got somebody who wants a dilithium certificate. ML-DSA.
There's the door, David.
Yeah, I can't believe I said that. Anyway, ML-DSA, and they want an ML-KEM certificate as well. So what you do is you sign your PKCS10 using your ML-DSA key, and you include the ML-KEM public key in the PKCS10 via this attribute with a certificate, with the attribute of private key possession. And at that point, again, the CA might choose to send you back an encrypted ML-KEM certificate, or they might actually accept your proof of possession attribute at face value if it's appropriate to do so.
Now, if they sent me back the encrypted one, would I have to send a response back up to prove, or would it just be encrypted? And if I can't decrypt it, well, then it's
really up to the CA in that case.
Okay.
ideally, what you would do, I think, is you would just basically not have to do anything else because it's still meant to fit in the PKCS10 protocol.
Yeah.
And yeah, proof of possession would be the fact that proof of possession, the actual decrypted certificate would just be the fact that you could use it. Yeah.
Well, I think it's pretty brilliant because then this could work over CMP protocol or EST, ACME, and even actually SCEP, where you could get a traditional with a KEM back.
Yeah, it's a really great example of what we call in IT, finding the right screwdriver, if you like, to hammer the nail in with.
But that's pretty good then. All right. So obviously we've got some options now that make it a lot more, I guess, easy to interoperate to get an ML-KEM than what it was from last year even.
Yeah, there's a number of approaches now that people can use. The new attribute's not actually in Bouncy Castle yet, but as soon as I get access to my laptop,
so it'll be like beta 1.3.1.
Beta, yeah.
All right, guys.
Should appear in the next couple of days.
There we have it. Thank you, David. And we'll see you in the next episode, guys. Take care.